All right, welcome back to Tucson, or Tucson RV Solar on site. Again, out at one of the many RV parks here today, working on a vintage cruiser. And the upgrade we're doing today is what I consider probably the best baseline upgrade that you could do to get started and get out there boondocking. So what we did, already got 400 watts of solar up on the roof. We're not messing with anything else as far as converting over to lithium yet. That'll come later. But starting with a 400 watts going through a Victron MPPT, and then adding the SmartShunt, which we've already installed under the battery, or under the battery cover. And then inside here, you can see where the wiring comes up. It goes to a DC breaker, so we can protect the wiring and disconnect it if we need to work on anything. And then he's got his SmartSolar controller, which converts it into usable for his current lead acid battery. And this is a perfect setup to get him started. If he converts to lithium later, all he's got to do is change the settings on the solar controller and obviously the capacity on the SmartShunt, and then he's off and running. So I'll show you also what we did up front, or up top of this vintage cruiser. All right, so here we are up on top of the rig. You can see our 400 watts. Got it away from the air conditioner, so minimizing all shading effects. So you shouldn't have hardly any shading problems. Maybe when it's super low on the horizon, you can see that. But we got him as far out as we could. Actually preserved him a little bit of space. He could even add another panel right here later. And what we've done prior to that was we actually ran the wires through the the refrigerator vent. And you can see we got them secured twice there, so they're never gonna move. And no worries with the venting of the heat from the refrigerator, because it's already got fans stripping away the heat and pushing that up anyway. So what we're going to do now is go ahead and wire this up in series, zip tie these wires to strategic locations, and then do the final bit of sealant, seal them all down. Side note, our mounts, we use the S5 Versa bracket, so it actually has butyl tape in the mount itself, in the base. So as we go through the lag screws into the roof, it automatically seals it, and then we cover that up again with Dicor or Sikaflex as determined by the manufacturer. So definitely going to be well secured and ready to hit the road. And now you can see how they're sealed, and we've got Dicor actually holding it in place. No screws, no unnecessary holes going into the roof. All the way up into where it disappears under the vent, and then goes down to hit the solar controller.